We all can assume that Big Ed's life is just going to be a train wreck from here on out now that he's no longer on 90 Day Fiancé. But luckily for you, that downfall is coming faster than we expected. That's right, I just spent an entire afternoon going through his social medias and uncovering a web of cringe that I cannot comprehend. So for all that hard work, make sure you drop a like in the next couple seconds, or else Big Ed might be proposing to you next. That's right, this dude got engaged to a fourth person after meeting them within 24 hours, but it's not quite what you think. Regardless, after this shocking stunt, which yes, that's right, in case you might not have enough brain cells to comprehend, that was absolutely a PR stunt that failed miserably. But regardless, I'm just going to show you a clip of it before we get into this so you can understand what I'm talking about.
What is happening?
Oh my God, what's happening?
Oh my God, guys, what's happening? Even though this is so clearly lit perfectly from these sparklers and everybody's already staring at Big Ed, and then I pulled out my phone and randomly recorded for no reason, but oh my God, he's getting on one knee and proposing. That's right, you're gonna find out who that voice is on this video that's holding the camera in just a moment, but this is some random woman that's apparently a super fan of Big Ed's that he met less than 24 hours before they took this clip. He said on a recent interview that I will not make you have to watch all the way through because it's just filled with BS, that he just felt this energy from this woman that he could not deny. It's totally not because he wants to beat Liz to the punch and realizes she's probably going to get engaged herself within the next year, and that would be a soul-crushing thing for him to have to endure. So instead, he just wants to beat her and be like, hey, yeah, that's right, I can find someone else and get married just as fast as you can, okay? I got women all over me, and they're totally not just for publicity stunts.
Oh my God, it's really happening. Oh my God. Oh my God. Big Ed's getting engaged!
And sadly, this bozo behind the camera is just losing his mind / possibly soiling his pants. And we can't even hear what Big Ed is saying, but we just know it's gotta be some fake deep BS, just like he would give Liz. This dude thinks he's so suave and so cool with the ladies. But yeah, this man officially proposed. This lady accepts, and I'm gonna zoom in on this picture of their engagement. Do you notice anything? Yeah, that's a fucking paperclip that he bent into shape crudely to look like a ring. This whole thing just gives me an aneurysm because everybody was losing their mind like, oh my God, everybody's covering it, which yes, I understand what I'm doing right now, but this is from a very meta perspective where I'm looking at how sad and despicable this entire thing is versus actually putting any weight to it being real. And don't worry, I still haven't shown you the bombshell of how I know this was obviously fake, other than the fact that yes, within the past week, he's already canceled this engagement, which is 1000% him waiting long enough to realize that TLC didn't give him another call, hoping to film this new relationship. They probably saw right through the bait as well, as they know firsthand just how much this dude fakes every single moment of his life. But once he realized his hopes and dreams of continuing to be on the show are done, I think he called it off. Also, I'm so sorry for this annoying watermark on the video. Obviously, TMZ was the only place I could find the full clip, but shout out to them, I guess, for showing us this totally real, candid moment that is not at all a promotion for a sandwich shop. Oh, damn it! I totally spoiled it. Anyways, let's keep going.
Big Ed's getting engaged! Oh my God! Oh! No!
This guy literally sounds like the human embodiment of the screaming Wojak. He is just losing his f***ing mind right now, watching Big Ed forcibly bring this woman in for the most scary looking kiss of all time. Yep, that's right. You apparently just agreed to spend the rest of your life with that. But I keep cutting it off. I'm sorry. Let's just get to the funny part where I can bust this whole story wide open.
Capriati's! Capriati's is the place where magic happens!
Ah, yeah, we're totally super excited. Like, this guy sounds fucking deranged. I do not want to be anywhere near this dude. Like, I don't know what he looks like, but that voice is terrifying. Anyways, you hear that and you're probably like, what the hell is Capriati's? Unless you live near a place where a Capriati's sandwich shop exists, because it's a chain sandwich joint. Around here, we got Jersey Mike's and Jimmy John's, and that's about it. You know, Subway too, but I had never personally heard of Capriati's, so I had to look it up. And then when I looked up Capriati's Big Ed, oh my God, did I realize this entire thing is a publicity stunt as a collab with this sandwich shop. That's right, After the show has ended, Big Ed has devolved within weeks of having to rely on money from sandwich shops to construct these fake elaborate scams where he's making people think he gets engaged / tries to enrage Liz. And you know damn well she's just watching this kicking her feet back with her boo, eating snacks on the bed, laughing their ass off at just how stupid her ex was. At the same time though, that's gotta be so embarrassing to realize you were about to commit to that for life, but don't let me get sidetracked on them again. They're old news. But yeah, the voice of this video is apparently one of the co-owners of this new branch of Capriati's in Florida. I believe it's in Plantation, Florida. And Big Ed invited this random woman who he knew was a super fan and knew that he wanted to propose to out to dinner with these guys. They're not even at the Capriati's right now, so it doesn't make sense for this dude to be screaming, "Capriati's is where the magic happens! Bustin'!" I don't think he said that ending there, but he might have implied it with his voice. Either way, that is just absolutely ridiculous. Apparently they have some sort of special going on where if you go there, you can get this 24 karat gold plated sandwich. It's like a limited time Big Ed thing. And apparently, after looking further into it, this isn't even the first time he's done a collab with a restaurant. He also was faking being a bartender for this random bar, which you can see here. He's like mixing up drinks all terribly. And I remember seeing a picture of him very shortly after the tell-all came out where someone was like, "Hey, why is Big Ed working in this coffee shop?" Apparently it was a bar, but he's not actually working there. He gets paid appearance fees as if he's some washed up athlete or celebrity. You know, they will go to clubs to make appearances and get paid tens of thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, Big Ed is getting paid, I don't know, I'd have to guess a couple thousand maybe, for like month-long campaigns with random sandwich chains. You guys maybe don't find this as exciting and humorous as me, but oh my god, do I hope you do, because this is blowing my mind and the most perfect ending ever for somebody who is so Team Liz. I just love imagining how funny this is to be her and seeing this play out. But even after the cringe of the restaurant collaborations, which is cringe enough, and to make it even more obvious this was a set-up collaboration between him and this sandwich shop, they have this weird branding where he's on a chicken body with this terrible flash animation. Everything about this man and his strategies on social media just blow my mind too. And then wouldn't you know it, one of the days, Micah from the Plathville show, if you remember that dude, shows up and Big Ed serves him, just absolutely glazing him up.
Plathville is in the house. I'm their biggest fans. I'm their fans.
No, we're your
here.
fans.
We're your fans.
I love you guys. I love you. And your dad is hilarious.
Too, like, "Oh my god, I'm your biggest fan. You guys are awesome." Like, okay, Ed, we know you've never seen one episode of that. You just realized they're another link to TLC so you can get your, dream show back. But we're done with you, man. You pissed us off for the last time. So now we just get to sit back and laugh at you like we are today. Why did I just break the fourth wall imagining that Big Ed's watching right now? I don't know, but if just one out of the thousands of you are Big Ed out there watching this, that's hilarious to me. Also, please, can I get one of those gold-plated sandwiches? They sound dank, actually. But I honestly think he's spending most of this money in order to be making these weird 15-second Instagram reels with random women that he meets, because there are so many of these on his Instagram page. It's blowing my mind. I don't know if he thinks Liz is still following him. I gotta imagine she blocked his ass. But even if she doesn't, these are just odd posts where it'll be the most strange caption that I can't explain that only makes sense from somebody who's completely tapped out of the social zeitgeist and they're just like 50-something, 60-something years old, aka Big Ed. And then it just shows random slideshows or small clips that are looped of him hanging out with various women, some of them in different countries. He is taking divorced dadcore to the next freaking level. Also, you throw in these mixtures of him in the gym, which I don't know if this man just accumulates mass in different ways than everybody else in the world, but he looks more and more red and rotund every time he's at the gym. Like, it just makes him inflate like a balloon. And I don't think it's gains. I think it's just him not being used to working out at all, and then he does it for 20 seconds for Instagram and is like, "Oh god, I'm dying," and just can't handle it. But needless to say, yeah, this engagement was not real. This was all for an ad for a sandwich shop, one of the many desperate attempts for him to gain relevancy. And I realize most of you don't even need convincing when it comes to this topic, but for the like 4 or 5 of you out there that are really weird and still aren't convinced, somebody posted this hilarious statement by the woman herself who got fake engaged to Big Ed. And in her own words, she says, "I want to clarify the speculation surrounding my engagement to Ed. In my perspective, I believed it was solely publicity rather than a real engagement or commitment in any way. way. Given our acquaintance of less than 24 hours, there is no way I would have genuinely committed to that. I am not engaged to Ed, capital not, despite any perceptions to the contrary. We are not together by any means. I want to thank everyone for their incredible support and understanding during this time. Your kindness means so much to me as I navigate forward. And if that ain't a speed run of having to release a PR statement after going on a date with somebody or getting married, I don't know what is. Big Ed took all the storm away from Lana's messy marriage that she hopped into within like a week with that alligator tour guide, and he said, you know what, I can beat that speed run and make it even more BS. And frankly, I know she's just a random woman and she probably was excited to be involved with Ed in some way in this, but to play along with this scam, I guess I'm gonna call it, is just embarrassing. Like, what does that say about you? I understand that you were caught up in the moment, you didn't expect him to propose possibly, but how amazing would that clip have been if you said no? And then how else? Imagine them trying to make that a positive moment for the sandwich shop. But regardless, I digress. Did I still make an entire 10-minute probably video on this? Yes, I did, but I explained my reasoning, okay? I know you guys found this equally as cringe as I did, and if we get any further updates of him doing even stupider things, I'll probably still make videos on it, okay? Don't act like you're super highbrow if you've been watching my videos, like you know what you're getting into. But anyways, that about does it for Big Ed and the brain rot of today. Let me know what you thought of this one. It was a little bit more talky, but I'm gonna be trying out more videos like this because honestly, it's gonna allow me to make videos more often. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and until next time, peace out.